Because we don't really know what's going on, like we can't prove how we got here, what we're doing here, what we're supposed to do, what life is, how all this has happened. All of us have created mythologies or follow mythologies that we've absorbed from culture, parents, family, whatever. So the mythology that I currently hold is that this is kind of like Disneyland, okay, which is an amusement park if you don't know what Disneyland is. And there's a bunch of rides. So in my mythology, I've just been dropped off at Disneyland. And I have a lot of choices. I can go on all sorts of rides. I can sit in the corner and pout. I can, you know, go to the bathroom and sit in there and do a bunch of drugs. I can steal all the things from the stores. I can only go on the slow rides. I can go on only the fast rides. I can complain the whole time. I can have a blast. But the thing is, I can't leave Disneyland until I can leave Disneyland. I can try and leave. I can, you know, do everything I can to try and get out, but I may or may not be able to. And none of the versions of what I can do are bad. All of them are valid, and I can just decide, every time I wake up and I'm still in Disneyland, what I want to do. And part of this mythology is that, like, I just woke up in Disneyland in this body with this current life. So some days that body is going to feel really energized and curious and interested. And some days that body is going to feel really depressed and scared and suicidal and everything in between. And I am not responsible for getting into this body. So whatever this body is doing is not just me. And it's sort of like that show Travelers. I don't know if you watched it, but they just like land in these bodies. So one guy gets in a body that's addicted to cocaine or heroin or something. So he's like, dropped into a drug addict body, and he just has to like work with that as he moves through his experience of being on the planet in that body. And another person got born into a body that's just in an abusive relationship, and she has to navigate that as a part of just like the body she got dropped into. And she doesn't have guilt or shame or responsibility or like blame for herself for being in that body, because it just is the body that she got dropped into. Holding this is really helpful for me, because I think the biggest suffering that I've experienced so far has come from the like, it's my fault or it's your fault. And from the like, I need to do it right or I need to do it better. So if I can eliminate both of those, like there's no way to do it right and I don't have to do it better, and it's not my fault for coming into this body. I have made choices in my life, which I do accept responsibility for, but I also inherited a whole slew of things from the ancestors in this lineage of this body. Epigenetics tells us that I have the fear from at least 7 generations back embedded into my DNA about certain things. And so that's just a part of the deal. It's a part of the body that I dropped into. And when I can actively remind myself throughout the day, when I have the like, oh, this is my fault. Oh, why did I do this? I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh, why are they doing this? Oh, they shoulda, woulda, coulda. The more often I can remind myself, okay, we all just woke up in these bodies with these histories. We have limitations based on these bodies we dropped into, and we're all just working with what we got. And if I can let go of this, I should do better, I should get better, I should be better, I should make something of myself that is so pressurized from this world, especially this manifestation. You are what, you think and all those things. There's so much pressure that doesn't recognize how the nervous system works. If I can continually just say, I'm doing what I can with what I've got and the nervous system, and I don't have anything to prove that health is better than sickness, that wealth is better than poverty, that happiness is better than grief, that life is better than death. I can't prove any of those things. There are people who spend their whole life in sickness. There are people who spend their whole life in grief, people who spend their whole life in poverty. And I don't think it's possible that there is some sort of a like Santa, like God, like what does Jessa call it? Something daddy, sky daddy, who's like, yep, I just had this person born in this body that was going to be sick the whole time just because I wanted them to know how bad they are. Like, are you kidding me? Or sky daddy who's like, yeah, I want this person to be born into poverty without the option of getting out of poverty no matter how they try, just because I think it's cruel and funny. Like, all right, well, one thing I do think from observing this game, whatever it is that we're in, is that violence and things not going well and things not getting better are very much a part of the program. And whatever program is running this algorithm, Sky Daddy, Santa Claus, whatever it is, certainly is keeping this, like, allowing for these things to happen. And so they must not be intrinsically bad, like, because all of it's allowed. So, like, things are dying and getting sick and getting poor and getting abused every day. So how could it be that that's a problem? It seems to be embedded into the program. So anyways, just some musings. Love you, love you.